Bet you didn't know that? Now you do.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Mornings. I'm Anna Weatherwax.
And I'm Davina Kandu. We have a lot to catch you up on, so let's jump right in. Mr. Haley is here to give you this week's Brumbaugh Challenge.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Brumbaugh Challenge. Obviously, I'm not Mr. Brumbaugh. It's the newer, younger version of the Brumbaugh Challenge. Who can tell me the name of the U.S. Supreme Court Justice that lived across the street from Mr. Brumbaugh when he was a younger man? Give me his name and his nickname.
It's official. Night Zone is starting next week.
Mr. Monero and Mr. Hassler are here in the studio to tell us more about the upcoming pilot. Mr. Monero?
All right, good morning, North Penn. I am here with the esteemed Mr. Hassler, principal of North Penn High School, to talk this morning about Night Zone. So, Mr. Hassler, next week, brand new initiative here. Gotta love new things. All right, so what is Night Zone?
So we're really excited about Night Zone. What it is it's a 2-week pilot that's going to be a new schedule for students and staff, where basically we're taking Night Zone and we're extending it for about 42 minutes. So every morning when students come in, they are going to have a period where they're not tied to any classroom. They're able to go and see their teachers for remediation. If they're in and they don't need to see a teacher and have questions for a teacher, we're going to have some spots around the building where there's spaces where they can get together with their friends. They can kind of have a soft landing and get a good start to their day.
Good. So look out, first period. I will get to have 2 cups of coffee before that starts. So what are the expectations? Say, all right, let's start with students. Students come in. What are we looking at?
So the student expectations, it's the same as a school day. So it's the start of the school day. Now, there is a new kind of wrinkle in it where if a student does not need to come in for remediation during Night Zone, they do get a later start. So attendance will be taken at 8:07. Let me rephrase. First period will start at 8:07. So I hope students are in before that because we still want them into first period on time. But when they're in the building, really what it's designed for and the expectation is if they need to see a teacher to get some help, they go in, they ask questions, they can work on their homework, ask questions about their homework, second chance learning. If they're struggling and they have a question about yesterday's class, they now have that time. The other places where we have the common spaces like the gym and the auditorium, the expectation is that they come in, they're respectful to one another, but they just come in and get that soft spot, soft landing where they come in, talk to their friends that they might not be able to see during the day, get a good start to the day. The last expectation is it's still a learning environment. So as students are moving through the halls, we do expect them to move through quietly and at a respectful tone and level of voice because there are students in the classroom taking advantage of it for learning.
So basically we're giving that sort of soft landing, giving students the freedom, treating them like adults, and just hoping that they reciprocate, right?
Yes.
Good. How about staff? What are staff expectations?
So the staff expectations are be available for students. So really the whole purpose of Night Zone is for those students that need some extra time with staff's available. So they're in their classrooms, students will know where they are. We're sending out a list later today with all of the classrooms and locations for each teacher, and staff should be available, be there to help students with questions or just to talk and build some of those relationships that are so important in the school.
All right, good stuff. So Monday morning, for the first day of 2-week pilot, we take the highway to the Night Zone and hope that it works out just like we expect it to, right?
Sounds good. That's what we're hoping for.
Perfect. All right, North Penn, we'll see you in a little bit. Let's send it back to the desk.
Thank you, Mr. Monero, and thank you, Mr. Hassler. The multicultural celebration was in full effect Friday night. Millie Clark has the story.
North Penn High School's cultural clubs organized their second annual Multicultural Festival. The event consisted of performances from North Penn's various clubs, including Filipino Club and Bengali Cultural Club. The night was filled with dancing, music, and a variety of traditional cuisine available for purchase. The students of North Penn worked hard to make sure everyone felt represented at our school.
It's important to have events like this because it gives voices to those who don't have voices in society to showcase their cultures, their heritage, their clothes. It's really a beautiful thing.
Thank you to all of the students, teachers, and staff who participated to make this night special, and a big thank you to the organizers Vincent Nguyen, Jordanos Lema, and Daniel Katz. For North Penn Television, I'm Millie Clark.
200 people came out to celebrate the induction of the 2024 class of Knights of Honor inductees. Dr. Amaka Inanya, a 1998 graduate of North Penn High School and the leading researcher and scholar concerning EGFR testing. Mr. Ted Heller, North Penn class of 1982 and former Marching Knight and Penndale Band director. Mr. Ken Weir, the first director of School Community Relations for North Penn, the founder of the International Friendship Committee, the North Penn Educational Foundation, and the Committee Education Program. And finally, Dr. Juan Bon, former principal of North Penn High School. The Knights of Honor program recognizes alumni, staff, and community members who have had a significant impact on the North Penn community.
Police Chief Scott Bendig was welcomed to Dr. Hall's sociology class to talk about how sociology is used in the police force. Chief Bendig talked to students about various experiences from his 30-plus years of work in the police force. He talked to students through his thought process, ranging from reading body language to the environment, and how he uses it to catch criminals and protect our community.
Knights in the Spotlight had an ice cream social for students nominated by staff for acts of kindness. The event was organized by North Penn staff and administration to award the students for their kindness and hard work. Students were able to bring a friend and enjoy ice cream and were given a free pretzel voucher from Philly Pretzel Factory.
Let's get ready to rumble. Who do you think is going to win the battle between a koala and a porcupine? Here's Mr. Collier with today's March Mammal information.
Hello, I am Mr. Collier, and I'm here outside of C117, on the second floor of CPOD, with our March Mammal Madness bracket. So, March Mammal Madness is an annual simulated combat competition between 65 combatant species. These animals are a great opportunity for students at North Penn to learn all about biodiversity, and what you get to do is decide which animals you think would win in a fight. So the theme this year for March Mammal Madness is celebrating the arts. And so each of the 4 divisions of species celebrates one type of art. So we've got the culinary arts with our connoisseur critters that have unique diets. We've got Take a Bow with our thespian arts, which celebrates animals with unique behaviors. We've got the Rainbow Collection, which celebrates the visual arts and very colorful animals. And we've got the Epic Animals, which celebrates the literary arts, which is going to be animals that are featured throughout literature and folklore. We have a QR code that'll let you learn all about the rules and the nitty-gritty if you really want to learn and think about who would win in these competitions. And we hope that lots of people will fill out a bracket and participate. There are prizes for winners, and as long as you're learning, you're winning.
North Penn High School's mock trial defeated Plymouth Whitemarsh last night in the semifinal round. Now they proceed to the county championship on Tuesday at the Montgomery County Courthouse. They qualified for the PA State Mock Trial Championships in Harrisburg on Friday the 22nd and Saturday the 23rd. Congrats to the team for being a part of this prestigious level of competition.
Art history and photography classes went on a field trip to the New York Metropolitan Museum of Art. Students admired works from all around the world. The exhibits showed them the beauty of all types of art, from watercolor paintings to intricate costumes. The field trip benefited every student who was looking to go into a creative field and provided a story and look into the history and culture of the world.
We have Jack Stellata in the studio to give you this week's lowdown. How are you doing this morning, Jack?
I'm doing great this morning, thanks Anna. Let's get right into the lowdown. The Female Authors Book Club is looking to add some new members. It is the first or last Tuesday of every month. They read books and explore books written by women in all genres. They meet in room A9 from 2:15 to 3:15. The next meeting will be in April, so stay tuned. They have snacks for everyone, and they're all welcome. Happy National Women's History Month. Parking spots are no longer available for the 2023-2024 school year. No permit spaces are available. Underclassmen will have the opportunity to apply in May. If current juniors or seniors need temporary spaces, please see them for respective home offices for details. Minithon's Stall Day fundraiser is a go. All staff will receive a Minithon collection bag, in their mailbox from March 18th to March 22nd. Students can bring in change or money for their third period class on Friday, March 22nd. Third period, teachers will not start class until they've started counting money from the fundraiser. The more students fundraise, the more they will stall class from starting. That's all we have for this week's Slowdown. I'm Jack Robert Salata, sending it back to the desk.
Thanks, Jack. It is officially Women's History Month. Today, take the time to celebrate your moms, sisters, aunts, and any women close to you. All women have passions, inspirations, and stories to share. But what about at North Penn? Sabrina Kundu and Nora Keller have more.
It's important to recognize all the tremendous strides women have made. They've had many inventions people don't even know about, such as GPS, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and even computer programming.
They fought many adversities, such as the right to vote, discrimination, the gender pay gap, and many more. Hi, I'm Sabrina Kundu.
And I'm Nora Keller. It is officially Women's History Month, which honors the contributions of women in U.S. history.
At North Penn, we are honoring various women educators, staff, and students. So, Nora, who's your favorite female role model?
My female role model is my sister, my mom, and my grandma. What about you, Debbie?
I think it's also my mom and maybe my great-grandma. Let's see what North Penn has to say.
I'd say my friends and my mom.
My female role model is my grandmother. She was someone who was far above her times. She dressed like a diva, and she was just a total boss. She was awesome.
Her name is Melissa McGee. She's a news reporter, and I would love to follow in her footsteps one day.
So I personally love Harriet Tubman. I teach about her every year, and I just think it's amazing that she couldn't read, and she still ended up finding a way to help people. And she risked her life to do it.
We are leaders. We give people the opportunity to see what's possible in the world, too.
I mean, just like men, I feel like women and men should be educated so that they can follow their passions. So they should have the same opportunities that men have.
Happy Women's History Month. I'm Nora Keller.
And I'm Sabrina Kundu, reporting for North Penn Television.
We have Mr. Monero in the studio today with Mustazim Sagiv from the Bengali Cultural Club to talk about Bengali Night. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great. Anna Sagiv, welcome to the roundtable. How are you doing this morning?
Thank you. I'm doing great, Mr. Monero.
All right. I'm great, man. And you had a big night tonight, right?
Of course.
I've been hearing all about it. I know that your advisor, Ms. Mirza, is very excited about tonight, right? So tell us what you have on stage tonight with the Bengali Cultural Club.
Of course. So tonight is a very important night for the Bengali Cultural Club because our members have been hard at work putting together a show for all of the North Penn community that includes a variety of things. That includes dance performances, singing performances, poetry, a little bit of comedy, and a lot of food. And so from 5 to 9 p.m., we're inviting everyone to come out and join us.
Tell us what that means to you, to be able to be in front of all these people and celebrate your culture and celebrate all the stuff that you guys have prepared.
I mean, I love being Bengali, personally. It's a big part of my identity. And so to be able to have this big community here, to be able to celebrate our culture, ranging from everything from dance to literature and food. It's just great, and I love to be able to share this with the community. And yeah, great experience.
All right, good. So give us the quick rundown of the details. Time, location, is there a cost? Just boom, 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 right?
All right, so it's from 5 to 9 p.m., but you can show up at any time, and we'd love to have you. Cost will be $5 for entry tickets, and additional cash will be needed for food tickets, and it'll be in the high school at the auditorium. So anytime from 5 to 9 p.m., please show up.
All right, Bengali Cultural Club celebration tonight. And before we send it back, I'm wearing this fine shirt today to support Minithon. Of course, Minithon tickets go on sale next week. Two wonderful North Penn graduates, Mr. Schmitz and Ms. Garrett, have been hard at work. So make sure that you check out that sign-up table next week for Minithon. North Penn, have the best weekend you've ever had. And let's send it back to the desk one more time.
Thank you, Mr. Monero. Did you get the answer to this week's Brumbod Challenge? Let's check in back with Mr. Haley to find out.
And now the answer to today's Brumbod Challenge is Associate Supreme Court Justice Byron Whizzer White. Bet you didn't know it, now you do. That's all for today.
The winner of the Brumbod Challenge is Riley Cleland. Remember, clocks spring forward 1 hour this Sunday, Night Zone starts on Monday, and Ramadan starts next week. We wish you Ramadan Mubarak. That's all we have on this edition of Mornings. I'm Anna Weatherwax.
And I'm Sabrina Kundu. Have a great weekend, North Penn.